Okay, so a wise person that I once knew shared this information with me, and so I felt it like really, really, really important to share this with you now, uh, considering everything that you've been experiencing. So, hope you enjoy. Here we go. You can say that I'm one of those people who questions everything. I mean, and the reason being is I refuse to just roll with it. I mean, I'm always investigating and wanting to know why. I mean, there must be more to it. Otherwise, I just don't understand. No entiendo. You see, Rotarians have pressed upon us a call to moral excellence. And it all begins with the search and the unveiling of truth. So today I will be discussing our need to know why through the following three areas of analysis. First, I'll discuss the questions that we have. Second, the answers that we refuse to accept. And lastly, I will discuss how to accept those answers while applying the rotary four-way test of the things we say and think and do. Oops. Moving on to my first point, the questions. The world is full of mysteries, such as who stole the cookies from the cookie jar? Or how did life begin? Some believe in the Big Bang Theory, while others embrace, in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But don't eat the apple. But I digress. Back to the questions. According to Topaz magazine, an article entitled Why We Ask Questions, it states we have a thirst for finding truth, which reflects our need to logically process how everything works. Mr. Herbert J. Taylor provides a profound example of how questions can open doors to effective communication and the human desire to discover meaning through the Rotary four-way test. So let's apply the first two rotary test questions. Is it the truth? Yes, asking questions is the result of the curiosity and concern for finding the truth. And it is fair to all concerned? Yes, again, because without questioning, we deprive ourselves of knowledge, which could lead us to a path of negativity and constant judgment of others. However, the answers to these questions can be very confusing and hard to process. Which leads to my second point. Those answers, no entiendo. I don't understand those answers. But President Ronald Reagan once said, there are no easy answers, but there are simple answers. We must have the courage to do what is morally right. One has to make the choice. Live in the illusion or face the harsher reality of life. We often choose the illusion. Let me offer you an example as to why in little Matthias' story. You see, Matthias is related to my best friend Alex. They're cousins. He was diagnosed with leukemia and eventually lost the battle to it. At his funeral, his nurses gave testimony after testimony about how he would tell jokes to other children who were just as sick as he was, and would let them know that everything was going to be all right. Matthias, 11 years old, gone too soon. And why? Because it just is what it is. Something like that is hard to accept. His death greatly affected me, and it did, however, do something positive. It caused me to contemplate on the existence and the purpose of life itself. You see, though Matthias' life on earth was short, it was filled with purpose by the way he lived it, encouraging others to do the same. So let's put these answers to the test. Will coming out of the illusion and facing the reality of truth build goodwill and better friendships? Yes. Accepting reality helps us to adapt and make the best of our lives. It would be easier for us to build healthy relationships just as Matthias did. Matthias touched the lives of those nurses, children, and my life when he accepted the answers and drop the illusions. Which leads to my final area of analysis. We can intender, understand the answers. According to an article from wakeupcloud.com entitled, Why Life Just Doesn't Turn Out the Way You Want, it states, Hector, you're on a journey. You're not meant to always understand it. You are meant to live it and live it by discovering your purpose. You know, Dr. Maya Angelou stated it beautifully by saying, a bird doesn't sing because it has an answer. It sings because it has a song. What is your song? Personally, I like Hooked on a Feeling, dun, 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 dun. Maybe not. Okay. But your song, your purpose can only be defined by these difficult answers. Now, here's where it finally gets interesting, okay? Through the last Rotary question. Will accepting the answers be beneficial to all concerned? Yes, because when we accept the answers, it's yet another step toward valuing our relationships. You see, Hector, in the end, our lives are not about how much money we make, our possessions, or how many likes we get on Instagram. It's about love. Love for others and building strong, productive relationships. So we embrace the answers we love, as well as the ones that are harder to accept, because both define our purpose. Entienden? So it all started about 6 minutes ago. Hector, a bunch of questions, the Big Bang Theory on God. But seriously, the four-way rotary test presses upon us a call to moral excellence through the questions, the answers that bring, and our acceptance of them to unlock that purpose. Now, I am from the Dominican Republic, and I have experienced many things in the Dominican which have made me wonder, why am I even here? But one thing I do know is that I have purpose, just like all of us here. That is what Mr. Taylor and the Rotary Club challenges us to do with the four-way test. Be the best that we can be and make a difference in the world. ¿Entiendes? You bet I do understand that. Thank you.